Now we move on to this question. What about the children? That's what many groups are asking, aid groups in particular, tonight, as a 10-year-long war in Syria has shattered life for an entire generation. Our James Longman reports on the children caught in the crosshairs of the vicious cycle of violence. And we meet back up with a teenager who we first met more than a year ago.
In every war, children suffer. But after 10 years of conflict in Syria, an entire generation has been lost, and the situation is now getting even worse. This is the Al-Hol refugee camp in the northeast of the country. It was set up for the families of ISIS members as their so-called caliphate fell. But with international attention elsewhere, it's now become an almost lawless, festering wound on the landscape. We were last there a year ago.
It's very clear that still they have these radical ideas. They were really influenced and affected by the years they have spent under ISIS control in different locations.
There are tales of beheadings, honor killings, and even slavery, a mini ISIS regime. As extremism poisons the air, the innocent suffocate, and the cost is mounting.
People have left little markers, little identifiers. There's a tile where they've tried to etch someone's name on. Mostly it's little blankets that perhaps were used at some point to swaddle the children who are buried here. This is essentially a gravesite for children. And yes, it's the legacy of ISIS, but it's also the consequence of leaving thousands of people stranded in the desert.
More than 22,000 children of at least 60 nationalities are still languishing here and at other camps and detention centres. UNICEF is among the charities working hard to find a future for them. Last year at their orphanage, we met 13-year-old Zakaria. He'd lost both legs in an explosion.
شو اسمك؟ Zakaria. Oh, okay. It's me, James. Zakaria is from Deir ez-Zor, which is the last place ISIS held on to at the end of the fight last year. He's obviously had a rough time. Kam umrak? 13-year-olds.
For 2 years, he was stuck at Hull, paying for the crimes of others.
And Zakaria came to you severely injured, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without parents. I mean, each child of them, they have their own story. And we are following on that individual cases. Each one of them had passed through a very difficult situation, have his own suffering. But I think they are trying to cope with the situation. They are doing well, but still, I mean, it's not easy.
But 1 year on, we got news that Zakaria had been given new legs and had left Al-Hol camp. Some hope at last. We sent our producer to find him. A complicated and dangerous search that took him hundreds of miles south. We found him, but the discovery was devastating.
Assalamu alaikum. Kifak? Zakaria? Kifak? Shو akhbarak?
An uncle had claimed Zakaria, and so he'd been reunited with family. But he sits alone most of the day in a room he shares with 7 other people. And the legs, they don't work.
I can't use them because the ground here is not flat, and the knees do not twist. So these prosthetics do not help me to walk. I don't know. I thought these prosthetics would be like the real ones, where I could walk, play, and work with them. But they've never helped. When I was told about them, I was excited. I thought they'd have knees that would bend so I could walk with them. I don't know what to do, and we don't have the money to buy better ones. These legs won't help me.
UNICEF says Zakaria was fitted with the new legs by a local hospital, but in a country at war with tens of thousands of children to provide for, following up and keeping track of individual cases is very hard.
The governorates in the north and east do need a lot more support, and that is, really also why we continue to advocate for more resources to be able to expand those services.
Zakaria needs new legs because the life waiting for him is unimaginably hard. Other families here have also left Hol camp and they're scraping an existence. Prices have rocketed. UNICEF says the cost of the average food basket has gone up 230% in the last year. Water and bread is almost beyond their means. The defeat of ISIS didn't mean the end of misery in Syria. In fact, the devastation the war brought will make life almost unlivable for years to come. Zakaria and thousands like him need all the help they can get if they're going to stand any chance at all.
He loses his life. Living without legs has no value. A person who doesn't have legs can't walk, play with friends, go out, or work. Just sitting, as if he doesn't exist in life. He sees people doing everything, and he's just in his place.
James Longman for ABC News.
And our hearts go out to Zakaria. We know that his story is just one of so many. Our thanks to James Longman for that. For anyone who would like to help children in need in Syria and abroad, you can make a donation by going to unicef.org.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.